Ravi, although Crimo was not in court, there is little question that Judge Victoria Rossetti will sentence him to spend the rest of his life in prison. Before, however, the judge can hand that sentence down, there are still arguments to be made and one or two more witnesses to be heard from tomorrow morning. There is an empty seat at the defense table where defendant Robert Crimo III would be sitting if he decided to come to court. Most every other seat in the courtroom is filled, however, most with Crimo's victims, the dozens of survivors who were injured and relatives of the 7 people who were killed when Crimo opened fire from a rooftop at the Highland Park July 4th parade in 2022. Keely Roberts' son Cooper was paralyzed after being shot. She addressed her comments to Crimo, saying, "You are now irrelevant to our family and friends. You ruined your life. You did not ruin ours."
It's just mind-boggling, the level of tragedy and how that has played itself out again and again in so many families.
Prosecutors and victims were deprived of a trial for the mass murderer when Crimo unexpectedly pleaded guilty, just as his trial was scheduled to begin in February. They played some of the interview he gave to police after his arrest, at one point telling police who were interviewing him that he had second thoughts briefly before climbing the stairs to the roof. And then he heard a song that prompted him to go ahead with his plan. He told the officer questioning him, "I jumped on the roof, then I opened fire." But video of that police questioning provided the only appearance Crimo would make in court. Civil attorneys have already filed suit on behalf of some of the victims.
He didn't show up today in court because cowards do not face their accusers. They shrink away from them. He knew what he was going to face today. He knew what he was going to hear. He knew how many lives he had changed, and he didn't want to face it.
We reached out to Robert Crimo III's father, Robert Crimo Jr., for an explanation as to why his son was not in court, nor were the mother or father in court. He said he had no comment at this time. The court resumes tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.